My name is HUNID, and you're watching HUNID Speaks. Today we're here with Zahir Williams, aka Zebo. Go ahead and let you talk more about yourself real quick.
My name's Zahir Williams, class of 25. Sure, not much going on right now.
Well, getting right into it. We know you just played in playoffs against Brennan. I want to ask about that experience. What was that like playing against that crowd?
I'm pretty used to playing it. I say team wise, I think we could have done a better job of just rebounding the ball and like playing the atmosphere like that. It get us going sometimes, but I guess just not tonight when we played them.
So leading up to that game in practice, what was your coach telling you? What was like the main focus that he kept trying to drill in y'all's head?
There's got to be a rebounding team. Got to play fast. Got to be a dog playing against them. Can't be pushed around. That's what he was really preaching about.
So were y'all trying to adjust to their game speed?
Not really. I mean, they play fast and we play fast too, but they just play with a better pace than us sometimes.
Did it affect your mental knowing at all that you're playing up against a team that's well known in the media and they're like a superstar team in the media and things like that? Did that affect your mental at all?
Nah, not really. Cause I mean, some of us used to play with them, so it wasn't like, oh, we're scared to play them now. It was just you just got to punch first, or play with them, or be down to their level.
After the second quarter and halftime, what was that halftime message like from your coach to get you guys back into the game and try to get you guys going?
He said, don't get punked out during the game, so we just had to fix that quick, or else it was gonna be bad for us, which it was.
So you guys feel like you didn't make those adjustments as your coach wanted you to?
Yeah, we ain't make enough adjustments, especially during the game. I feel like when the game started and Mel hit the first shot, I feel like it had me going. So I was just like, I don't care about scoring. I'd rather get the rebounds right now for my team to get it.
Yeah, I remember that shot. The crowd was definitely going crazy.
Yeah.
In your career, have you always wanted to go this far in basketball?
I mean, yeah. I mean, since I started playing ball in fifth grade, it's just now it's like if the NBA is not an answer for me, it's always playing overseas. And right now it's just for me trying to play college ball.
So you've always been locked in on basketball. Have you ever dabbled in anything else, or you just been basketball all your life?
Tried doing football before basketball, but my mom was tripping about it, so I was like, all right.
What position?
They had me at tight end and sometimes playing a wide receiver.
Okay, okay. A lot of people want to play tight end, especially with the size you have.
Yeah,
Tight end definitely a good position in football. You hit 1K this season, right?
yeah.
How did that feel hitting 1K as a senior?
Felt great. Half the time it wasn't even me about scoring. So after that 1K against Sam, coach was like, "You're a few rebounds away from 1,000 rebounds as well." So I was like, "Might as well get it too."
And you got that.
Yeah, it was a surreal feeling. Like not too many people do that,
Yeah.
and just for me to do that on my own, and my teammates helping me with that, yeah, it meant a lot.
So how big are you on teamwork? Working with the team, working with the system. How big are you on that?
Teamwork's everything, really, because without the team, then who do you have to hold yourself accountable to? You really, like, I think every day in practice is always, if it's not me saying something, it's somebody else saying something to me. So it's just like, without the team, then what are you doing?
Right. Who would you say is your duo on the team, like your go-to guy on the team? Like if he's cooking, you gonna cook too. Who is that?
Sure. It's a lot of guys, really, but I say Jamel, really, he had a hell of a season, really. Like, I never knew he had that in him like that, but yeah, whenever Mel gets going, he get me going.
That's good. Good connections. Who inspires you to play basketball?
Probably myself, really, because I was so into football that my mom was just like, maybe try basketball. I gave it a try. Started in Boys and Girls Club on the east side. I had like coaches over there telling me I should try it, so I gave it a try, and then I just went off there going into it.
Okay, and then that was your sport from then on out.
Yeah.
What sets you apart from all the other high school athletes? Because you got high school athletes on your level, under your level, and at higher levels. What sets you apart from all of them?
Probably just like my mentality. Like, I know athletes in San Antonio that are probably doing more than me, but it's just I can only control what I want to do in my future. So it's just like the mentality I have when it comes to work ethic and just paying attention in class, and just everything else is on me.
Right, right. It's a lot of athletes who let their grades slip. I
Yeah.
see you're not one of those. That's good going into college and stuff like that. Speaking of college, I want to talk about the offer process because I asked Sarah Bethany the process for football, but what's the process for like basketball getting an offer? What's that like?
It's an attention catcher, really, and especially when you post offers and stuff like that on your Twitter, it gets a whole bunch of coaches' eyes, really. So it's like building a relationship with every single coach that wants you. It's kind of hard, but if it's a coach that really likes you, he gonna keep texting you. It's like it's like building a relationship with your girlfriend, really, but like with coaches, though.
I see. I got you. So well before you even got offers, was there a college in mind you was like, I gotta go there, I gotta get there?
Not really. I mean, probably it was. It was like fifth grade. I was like, I want to play D1, but it was just like things happen like COVID year and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So it was just like, if it's not D1, at least let it be a college that I have a chance to play at.
Yeah. So yeah, that's right. A lot of athletes they want to focus on playing time instead of just say going D1 and being on the bench.
Yeah.
They rather go D2 and be a starter. So this season, was there any lower classmen that you were a mentor to that you really like honed in on and tried to teach them the way?
Mainly the freshman group. Sometimes the sophomores, but they understood quickly. But it was mainly the freshman group. Like every day they ask me like, what is this we're doing? What is that we're doing? And then, sometimes being just a freshman is like you got to make sure because you're a target once you step on school campus. Really, like teachers know who you are, especially when they know you're a basketball player. Yeah, you're a big target. So they kind of ask me most of the time like, what do I do in class? Like, I just tell them just chill. You don't got to do much in there, but just work.
So you think teachers pick on the athletes the most?
Yeah, pretty much. Like if you're a chill student and you don't really do too much in the class, I think teachers just let off you a lot if you got a good relationship with them.
So it's all about building a relationship with your teachers.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, speaking of teachers, when you have a late assignment and being you, when you have a late assignment and being cool with your teachers, do they like give you an extension?
yeah. You know, as long as you communicating that with them, especially with this season, I had a lot of tournaments, so it's like I didn't really get a chance to like work on stuff. But when I did have the chance, I tell them like, "Hey, this is late, but can you still give me a grade for it?"
Okay, I feel you. But hey, colleges they would like that. They like that, especially being able to communicate with teachers and stuff like that. How was it being like? How was it playing at the level that y'all played at this season to even get you to the playoffs, like throughout the whole season? How would you say how tough it was? How was that?
Yeah. To be honest, it was really times I wanted to quit, but that was just like, nah, my teammates need me, cause like freshman year and sophomore year, there was no respect for East Central at all. Like everybody knew like we were not going to the playoffs.
Mm.
But then I say my junior year, it changed a lot. Like guys were like, we finna change that now. And then 2 years, junior year, we went third round. No one did not believe that in us at all. And then senior year, I was like, yeah, we finna make another run.
Mm.
And it happened
Yeah,
again.
it happened. And then you ended up playing against Brennan, which it was a great
Yeah,
matchup. It was very hyped up, very hyped up,
yeah,
very hyped
no.
up.
Everybody was just like, yeah, this is a game that we want to watch. And I was like, I didn't pay attention too much into the media, but I was just like, preparing myself for the game.
Yeah, I like it's cool to me to see from a player's perspective and from a spectator's perspective, such as myself. Like I'm always thinking, what are you guys thinking before a game like that? It's just fascinating to me because like us on the outside, we're like, oh, they finna go head to head. We finna watch them. This is gonna be the best game right here. And then y'all just gotta lock in. Y'all can't pay attention or feed into the media like that. So it's always just fascinating to me.
Yeah,
So your coach, has he been your same coach throughout all 4 years?
yeah.
So you say you built a pretty good relationship with him.
hmm
What was it like when you first met all the way up until now?
When I first met him, well, when I first met him, I was a little shy because like I'm not really into like talking to a lot of people sometimes unless they know who I am and I know who they are is. So
Mm.
it's like it was kind of like I don't know you, but maybe when school starts, I get a better relationship with him. And I say like the first day of school when school started, it was good. Like we kicked it off real well, just like that.
That's good. Hey, coaches like, and I'm a little biased because I go to Sam Houston. Coach Will was my coach, and I honestly think like he's one of the best coaches out there because a coach that can teach you and a coach that you can be comfortable with, those are the greatest coaches. One that you can actually learn from,
Yeah,
and I feel like you had that same relationship with your coach as well.
yeah. He's always like it's bigger than basketball, so it's just like I gotta understand that.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the future of EC basketball?
I hope they keep the same mentality, just working even harder, especially like with the name that we have to ourselves now. It's like Essential is back in it now, so it's like don't let up really.
And it seems like all the EC is winning right now because y'all went to the playoffs. Football went to the playoffs, and it seems like y'all really gonna eat in the future for sure. That's what people are saying too. Like just like you said, in your first 2 seasons, it wasn't a good name,
At all.
but now y'all are eating, and now people are starting to see what EC is all about. So I feel like y'all's future is very bright too in that category. Well, what would you say was your favorite part about this season?
Um, the bus rides and just like the long trips to tournaments and stuff like that. Especially when we're just done practicing, we always having fun and stuff like that. I wouldn't say like on the court stuff because it was always serious.
Hmm. That's right. All right. So today we're trying out a new segment. Okay. So you're the first one to ever participate in this segment right here. Words of wisdom. So words of wisdom to the youth of San Antonio or youth of San Antonio athletes. What's your words of wisdom to them?
Um, don't let nobody tell you what you can and cannot do, and always focus on what you really want to do. Don't let nobody take away your confidence. Don't let nobody tell you this and that. Tune everybody out. Do what you want to do.
So we talked about all the sports and stuff like that and your journey, but let's dig a little deeper into who you are. So growing up, what was that like for you?
I had a lot of brothers in the household. My older sister and my little sister as well in the household. It was always something going on. My mom, she did very well taking care of my brothers, but sometimes when people want to take the wrong end of the roads, it ends up being negative. So that's what happened. But growing up with my mom and my pops too, um, it was just always like it was just like I'm always quiet. Like I used to be a real quiet kid, but then like understanding what life is about growing up, I understood like I gotta stay out of trouble or else this might be it for me.
Right.
Really.
So you knew that you were the one who had to make something happen.
Mm.
And was that a lot of pressure on you, or was it like you just adjust to the moment and lock in?
I adjusted to the moment. I mean, when I adjusted to the moment, pressure started to come through sometimes here and there, but then I understand like how to handle it.
I see, I see. So, what would you say like your relationship with your parents is? Is like real tight?
Yeah, it's real tight. Sometimes I might slip up, but my parents are always on me to like, hey, you still got to do this better and stuff like that. So like, it's sometimes I might disagree with them, but I still gotta agree with them at the end of the day.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's always something with my parents that I still love them to this day. True, without them, I don't know where I would be.
yeah. So I mean, it's really good to have that tight connection, especially going up how you are, because you always need somebody to be there in your ear just to tell you like words of encouragement or tell you got to lock in,
Yeah,
stuff like that. So, your siblings, what's y'all's relationship like?
my siblings is it's a love or hate kind of thing, really. Sometimes I'ma hate them, but I still love them at the end of the day. My little sister, with the name I have, it's like everybody's surprised I have a little sister and stuff like that. Especially my little brother, which he lives in Houston with his peoples. But I say my little brother, he follows my footsteps kind of here and there, but I still tell him like you could still do your own thing for real.
Mhm.
And which he does music now. He like plays drums and stuff like that and
Okay.
pianos.
So, how have they adjusted to you being who you are? Because you get a lot of media attention, and a lot of people know who you are. You're very good at basketball. How have they adjusted to you doing what you do and getting the attention that you get?
Um, it's something that I found on my own. And like my parents adjust to it now. They're like, I don't know about it, but then like when it comes to stuff like that, like just the media and stuff, like they understood it very well. And like me just being on the media, like I don't really put myself out there most of the time, really. But when I have the chance to, then I'm gonna have to regardless.
Right. So you going into college, what's their mindset on you going off like that?
College. I mean, I'm still deciding where I want to go, but like when it just comes to college and stuff, I say like the environment of the schools really, because like some environments of the school could be bad, but then some schools could be good.
Hmm. That's that comes with every school too. It's
Yeah,
like you really gotta pick and choose where you want to go because there's pros and cons to everywhere, and it's not always just about the sports. It's about who you gonna be around, who's there, and just things of that nature. So hopefully you make the right decision and where you want to go,
yeah,
and of course we'll be on your journey as well, uh, seeing you play and things like that. Watching you play at the next level though, I'm definitely waiting on that because I'm interested in the stories now. Like now that I'm doing this, like interviewing people, I'm interested in the
yeah,
stories of how you're gonna go from high school to college, and I'm even more so interested in the younger generation because like sophomores and stuff like that, playing on varsity at such a young age, it's like cool watching them go up and up and up, and you on your way to college, it's gonna be another cool journey to watch.
yeah.
So what is your thoughts on the overall environment of college from what you've heard?
I mean, it's pros and cons to it. Sometimes it could be good, sometimes it could be bad, but like, it's just getting that experience in college. It's like that's something that you really want though. So I mean, there's a lot of coaches when I went on visits, they were like, "Dang, you're really quiet." Like, yeah, I don't really say too much really, unless you my peoples. But and then like when just going on the tour with them and stuff like that, they're like, "Yeah, the gym's open 24/7." Like it opens up my ears more when they say that, especially the classroom too. Like, is some of the classrooms are really good.
Yeah. When you hear the gym is open 24/7, are you thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna go hit it at 6. I'm gonna go hit it at 5 in the morning." What's your thoughts when you hear that?
I mean, yeah, it's times I do want to wake up early, but me, I gotta sleep the way my body is, especially this season for playing like 32 minutes or a whole game. Yeah, I gotta sleep. But when I get the chance to work out in the morning, I'm gonna take the advantage really, especially like if I don't got school, I'm gonna really take the advantage.
Yeah. So, do you have a recovery process after every game or after practices? Is there something that you do after every one?
Just resting and really icing my knees and anywhere else that hurts.
Okay. So you're one of the few athletes I've actually heard who has something that they do after. Most they don't. They say they don't have time to do that, to do the extra things like icing their knees and stuff like
Yeah,
that. Because actually, most athletes are actually that I've interviewed are multi-sport, and you locked in on basketball, right?
yeah,
So yeah, they don't have the time to because of that. But you being one sport and you're excelling at that sport, it gives you time to actually do what you need to do. So your body will be in good shape for college, man. It's very impressive, very
yeah.
impressive. So you plan on keeping in contact with your coach throughout your entire college career?
Oh yeah, that's something I planned on, especially with all the other coaches that coach me during the summer, because like they're the reason why I'm here doing it now. So it's like I got to keep that relationship with them.
I feel you. I feel you. Well, any younger players on the team? Like I know you said like the freshmen that you talk to them and things of that nature. Are you looking to stay being a mentor to them as you go on in your college career?
Yeah, almost all the kids really have my phone number, so it's not like I'm not gonna pick it up. I might be busy, but I'm still answer the phone.
I feel you. Great role model. Great role model. Well, I really don't have any more questions for you. If there's anything you want to talk about.
Sure. What made you start doing this now?
Okay, well, whether you want to start doing podcasts, honestly, like I said, I'm interested in the stories. So me taking pictures and taking videos of all these athletes, it's like there's got to be something deeper. Like I'm over here doing what everybody else is doing, interviewing them after the game and
Yeah,
videos and pictures. But I'm like, there's a story to all these great athletes, especially the ones with a big name. Like they came from somewhere. There was a process to this. I want to follow that. I want to see what that process is like for them. That's really where that came from.
yeah, I see that now, especially like people coming up from the bottom of just not having nothing to coming up to the top now having something. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I really want to catch that because it's my city. I live here, and there's so much great talent here. It's like I want to get on the inside. I want to see what's really going on with these high talent athletes because it's like they're gonna they're gonna graduate. They're gonna go to college. Some of them gonna go pro, and it's like I'm gonna miss out on all of that. I can't do that. There's such great stories right there. I just can't let it go past me in my own city. So that's why I like doing this.
That's not bad though.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. Sure. But it
All
was
right,
good though.
for sure. Appreciate you.
No problem, bro.